Hello, I am Endlessness and welcome back to Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis, and in this video I'd like to give you a guide for Lightning Escalation Challenge level 3. As with every escalation, you can use the same team for every level as it's always the same battle, but just the requirements get increased with each level. And Lightning is weak to Magic Ice, and Lightning Tifa is perfect for this battle, as it's the banner that came with the escalation. But Cloud is very good, so is Yuffie, and I heard some people even use Zack to clear it. But Aerith with the crossover set is amazing as well, with those PDF buffs and to increase your DPS, because honestly Lightning is relentless. She hits incredibly hard and will keep debuffing your physical defense. And I think Sid with his banner ultimate weapon can be very good, but because Lightning hits so hard and without provoke she'll just focus on your DPS character, so I think a tank is great here, and any of the tank characters will be just good for this battle to tank the hits and keep debuffing attack of the boss. And also this new enemy skill materia is also amazing for boosting your DPS even further. But overall, Lightning hits incredibly hard, and ideally you want to defeat her shortly after this first sigil phase, because after her big single target attack, she'll switch to magic attacks and can just one-shot you. And also because she hits so hard, you have to put everything into physical defense to survive that first sigil phase, so the battle overall is quite short, and it's a DPS race to defeat the boss before she defeats you. And also, Lightning introduces a new mechanic where our team has a chain gauge, which will keep filling up as Lightning deals damage to your characters, and when that gauge fills up, the characters will temporarily be staggered and will receive even more damage. It's also similar to the dungeons, where the boss will keep not only dealing damage to your characters, but also keep reducing your max HP. So it is really a DPS race. And initially I used this team to clear up to level 25, but 25 was very unreliable and incredibly easy for Cloud to die during that sigil phase, so I would say that this team was good up to level 20, and for higher levels just this team with a tank works much better. So I have Barret to tank and debuff physical attack, Cloud as DPS and Aerith as healer. And OB6 Tifa is better than OB10 Cloud because she can buff her own exploit weakness, lower ice resistance of the boss, and precisely this frees up Aerith's second slot and you can bring Citric ones, which Tifa's glove can then buff to +4, or really anything else instead of Terra. Aerith has Lightning outfit with Breath of the Earth, Lightning Sword for PDF buffs and bonus damage, Terra to lower ice resistance, Cura in all cure slots, Esuna just for those quick single target heals on Barret, X-Sigil, and in sub-equipment slots, 2 magic attack for all allies weapons and a guild weapon with physical defense for allies. Barret has Reprieve outfit with Army of One enemy skill, Fafnir for provoke and PDF buffs, Electro Cannon to debuff attack, X and Triangle Sigil and Deep Wraith to save AB and cast this materia first and then follow up with Electro Cannon, and in sub-equipment slots magic attack for allies weapon, Odin with attack for allies and PDF for Barret, and a guild weapon with physical defense for allies. Cloud has AC outfit with Icy Judgment, and you could use Shiva, but I think this one is better because at level 10 it already hits hard, but more importantly it amplifies the next ice attack. Full Throttle for DPS, Fusion for attack buffs, 3 Ice Potency materia, and if you have good physical ones with a lot of Ice Potency, you could just use them if you need a little bit more physical defense. And then sub-equipment slots, Cloud has Calf Paluk to max out magic attack and further boost Ice Potency to level 8, and then magic attack for allies weapon with magic ability potency and Watch of the Hunt with HP and magic ability potency. Alright, the opening is quite fast, so this enhancing Rose first to buff physical defense, but also get max command gauge, Cloud self buffs, and with Barret, at least I like to do it first debrief materia and then electro cannon for this -3 physical attack, and then Terror Road, and with Cloud you can do 1 attack, and if you get lucky you can do 2 attacks. It is very close though, so it may not always work. But yeah, lightning hits incredibly hard, so heal after this, and if you want to you can provoke with Barret, but I prefer to wait for this sigil phase to begin and then just debrief and electro cannon with Aerith, this P-Def buff, and with Cloud you can start breaking sigils. Cloud only will be breaking one of the triangle sigils, but after Cloud gets hit just once, then provoke with Barret, because, and the reason why I do it is whenever a character gets attacked, this stagger gauge gets increased, so it just eases it off a little bit of Barret. It makes it just a little bit easier to survive and for him not to get stunned, because ideally you want to avoid that. And also this an army of 1 enemy skill is really good because it charges incredibly fast, and it kind of is good to delay attacks of, or rather interrupt the boss, because you'll still get targeted and attacked by that, but it just gives you this 1 extra second to kind of to prepare for it. But yeah, just try to keep Barret alive. If you can, try not to trigger Reprieve, but well, it happened. It's fine, I'm just going to heal with Breath of the Earth, mainly for the heal and more importantly to nullify all that physical defense debuff on him. And yeah, let's just do this too. Icy Judgment I'm going to save when the boss gets staggered. And now just Jubilation. But it still is doing relatively good with that stagger gauge. So just a little bit more. Right, I kind of should have already done the fusion before I interrupted the boss. I was just clicking too much. But yeah, now it's the big PP attack because it's amplified by this ice sponge, so this is a huge hit. And now we are back to tickling the boss. But actually I'm going to heal Barret a little bit, but now it'll be the same thing. So 1 more, and here Debrief and Electro Cannon again. And yes, she focuses on the character that has Provoke, but she'll keep doing AoE attacks, so it is a little bit tricky to survive because it does a lot of damage, especially to a DPS character and healer. So if you want to, you can keep switching to defense on those, but just try to keep up your physical defense buff active. Just 1 more attack with Cloud. I know my ice resistance, the debuff is expiring, that's fine, it's just about surviving here. And if the boss is that the physical attack is debuffed and your physical defense is buffed, and Barret goes into this attack with relatively high HP, he has a chance of surviving this. But normally he will die. Unless you have Reprieve still active, then you might not even have to switch to defense, because most likely he will die. Actually, I thought he would die here. I just wanted to test it out if he still has any chance of surviving. But if he survives, then it makes this sacrifice a little bit easier, because Barret will die 100% very soon. But at least it gives you those few more seconds before he dies, so you have a little bit more time to finish off the boss. But yeah, this is the whole battle. It is quite sweaty, because lightning just does insane amount of damage to you. No matter how high your physical defense is, how high your your HP is, she just chunks it down, just speedruns it. But yeah, that would be it. So I hope you found my guide helpful, and good luck on your own clear. And this also can be used for level 25. It's really the same thing, just a little bit higher requirements really, or rather mostly it's the HP of the boss. But yeah, that will be all. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you next one.